Alright, let's analyze some replays. Unfortunately, one of the guys, I couldn't download his replays. But I messaged, it was Fire Birch. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but if you see this video, I'm not analyzing your replays because I can't download them. There's something wrong with them. But it is what it is. Now we got Astrami playing against Korean Air. I analyzed this guy's replay before, I remember, but he completed the challenge, and let's see what he's doing. It's a very long PvP, but he said that to only watch the first 10 minutes because that's what he wants to focus on, which is fair. Beam. Very good opening, very standard. Stalker, third pylon. You see 2 pylons and 2 stalkers as well. So you know it's standard on both sides. Very good build, stalker sentry. Okay, no problems there. Twilight Robo. I mean, there's just little things, right? Like, this is super risky, by the way. Because they could definitely go, like, just because they went 2 stalkers first doesn't mean they can't go 2 adepts after. Like, that's definitely built, and leaving your sentries like that, like, if 2 adepts just shade in and just 2-shot your sentries, you're gonna be very sad camper. So don't do that. Keep your army kind of together. Same with stalker, like, relying on forcing on the ramp before the stalkers go up is way too risky. And where's your attack? Yeah, so this is, I mean, I don't have to be an expert to tell you that floating 500 gas 600 metals is really bad. Like, you should have had, you're usually behind for no reason, actually. Like, you guys are doing mirror build orders, but you could take advice from this guy. Like, he's 4 probes ahead, his gas is earlier, he already has Robo and Twilight, and he has the same unit comp, you know? Like, you just have 1 extra stalker, but he can warp in 1, and he has Forge in the way as well. Like, you're just, like, maybe you're paranoid about stuff, but this stuff is way too late. So you're just behind for no reason. Nothing even happened. Your 5 probes behind, tech behind, gas is behind, like, everything is just a little behind. And, like, there was no reason for it. Like, you just didn't spend your money. It's definitely the biggest problem. 4 gateways. Taking 3rd base like that is fine. That's a questionable 3rd. 10+1, you've been scouting alright, you know, basically what was going on, you know, the 3rd, that's all good. This guy's in 4 gases though, that's sketch. And you actually got ahead in probe count. This guy stopped probing, so that's good for you. Blink. Where are your sentries? Yeah, I'm not really sure why you're doing this stuff. Like, you just kept your sentries on a separate hotkey and completely separate from your, like, if he attacks here right now, what? I just don't see the point of separating the sentries. I don't think there is one. You can't convince me. You, like, maybe you can force with the ram, but that's, in what situation is that useful? Just keep your sentries with the army, man. Just it's definitely helps. And you could have done some pressure, but I'm assuming you're going mass charge. Okay, I like that. I actually want to learn this style a little more. But that's very good, like mass gateways, just +1 charge and just go into the gases. I really like that. Your probe reaction could be a little better, of course, and you do need spend your gas on High Templars. And I don't see Templar Archive. Like, you definitely need Templar Archive with this. Ooh, that's painful. I mean, obviously you don't want to move out with your stalkers and lose half of them, right? Like, that was, like, you don't need to rush this. Like, you actually were in a good spot until you did this. All you have to do is add Templar Archive right now, wait for your Prism to finish, and then start attacking. But you did... Oh, that was actually really smart observer placement by him. You kind of got outplayed here hard. But yeah, you're losing a bunch here, and then Zealots come, but they don't do anything. So you just lost your timing, because now he has double Disruptor production, I'm assuming. Yeah, double Robo. And he has more units than you, so that was just a disaster. You could have just waited for the Prism and then done more of a timing, but now that's just really rough. Yeah. I mean, with the shield battery, you hold pretty well here. Oh, we just lost the prism, so should be rebuilding the prism right away, right? Yeah. But like this guy plays without cannons. Like even Darkshrine would have been good. But if you just get a prism in his base, this guy just dies. He doesn't have a cannon, doesn't have shield battery. Like you just need to be a little more patient. Like with this army, you need to like get your army together, get a couple Archons or anything, and then go. Where did your gas go? Oh, you're going robotics. Yeah, I feel like you should have just keep going. Like if you're going this style, just stick with it. You know, like your economy is better, middle wise. So just stick with it. You know, just make some Archons, make Zealots, and then especially when they take this base, you can attack from here, 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 and here. So, like disruptors are never truly gonna be a problem. But yeah, I don't know how this game keeps going. But you definitely had a timing in you, and you just... Yeah, Prism is very good for sure here. No, these trades are just too hard now, and yeah, like you just have too little gas to do that. How does this game go on? I feel like you should die a million times. The Zealots are crazy, huh? I guess he doesn't have a Prism, so he can't warp in. But you're also floating 2k. You have a bunch of gateways, so it's not a problem. Yeah, at this point you're just dead. He just can't finish you for 5 minutes. But yeah, if you're playing this kind of style, like just get your shit together. Like the game should have ended here in your favor. Get Templar Archive with this build because you definitely can afford it. Get like 1-2 Archons. I guess it's even earlier. Like your timing should be super sharp, and it kind of was. I feel like it could have been like what 8 minutes or so. Like don't do this because if you're switching to this, like you invested so much into this, there's no way you can ever do anything with Stalkers because, like, I mean you're already behind on Stalkers and you're trying to fight. But if you just properly got your army together and warped in, like spend all your money, this is like what 3 Archons, 7 Zealots, Prism. With all that, just attack in one place and you crush them with Zealots. Like it has to be a strong timing. You don't want to be like pulled apart. I mean, also if your timings were correct, your +2 would be done by now because early game you forgot your Forge for so long that your +2 wasn't there. But at 8 minutes, you definitely should have +2 with this build. And I mean, you could easily have more Immortals as well. Like you don't have a single Immortal. You could have had like 2-3 Immortals with this build too. If once again you were in like straight up being a noob right here. Like that was just really bad. Like you were floating somewhere. Like you already could have had Forge +1, Blink on the way at this point. Could have had extra Immortals and shit. Your Prism could have been done earlier. Like there's a lot of little things, and you know you were behind in probes too. Yeah, the early game was just not clean, and then the move out just wasn't lined up either. Disaster. But I'm sure you can improve that. Alright, let's read the chat arena. Casual and formal at the same time. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what's good about polo shirt, and it's not like you're gonna like it's comfortable wearing it too. Dress nice for a date. You're looking for Valentine's Day. Alright, I'll be your Valentine, Virginia. All my subscribers are my Valentines. It's that kind of stream. Stalkers in the middle line is just Oracle trauma. Yeah, I understand that, but you should keep your sentries there too. That way your sentries don't die. Because yeah, that's also a good point. Oracles can also just get there and just kill your sentries if they're separated. Philly's getting us all. No, you guys are getting me dinner, bro. I'm gonna eat 20 dinners. That's my replay? Yeah. It's actually... Wait, hold on. Yeah, demo. It's I had to download one. You are an asshole, my sir. I told you to upload that replay to YouTube, and you didn't. So then I had to scroll up million messages to find your replay that you submitted like 3 weeks ago in my Discord. Disaster. Fucking boomers, man. Boomers gotta boom. It's okay though. I love you. Oh, you just put in Discord again. I could have done it for early. God damn it. Yeah, I downloaded it yesterday because I was preparing for this. 30 is a new 20. Exactly. Alright, DJ Anthony keeps trying to cancel me. I don't know if that's gonna be a replay analysis because you told me that you do this build against all races, which is A, crazy, B, a scam. And I don't know what I'm gonna be, how I'm gonna supposed to analyze that. But I'll do my best, sir. I'll do my best. Fuck me. Shit, Oxygen, thank you very much for gifting Jimpy Klimp subscription. Very cool of you. Appreciate the Oxygen. Already 179. What a simp. Demo, you're crazy, bro. This guy's literally doing PvZ wall as well. He's copying everything. Like this guy, it would be a good army man. You tell him to do something, he just follows you. No questions asked. PvZ builder? Fuck it, I'll do it in PvT. I don't care. I'll make a PvZ wall. I'll open Twilight and I'll go fucking glaze. This guy's a madman, dude. He's pulling workers of gas too. Ah, what a legend. He actually just did the build in the wrong matchup. Zero fucks given. Absolute legend. Oh, I love it. We got one of that depths too, but that's fine. We just 420 timing against Terran. He just there's the tank. Oh, what is that? Oh, this guy took a third base. He might just die actually because of that. That's pretty greedy. This is also immortal. Yeah, nice. I mean, you're doing the build right, except you know, wrong matchup, bro. Got some SCV damage done. Very nice. This is gonna work, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. That's a professional move. Nice. What a micro, dude. Where's second immortal? Come on, you gotta hurry up, bro. Oh! It actually worked in PvT. You guys are next level. I thought I was gimmicky, but you guys are just too much for me. Absolutely too much. He also typed GG before the guy could leave. What a legend. Does a PvZ build to a guy, PvZ wall off, PvZ build, and then GG's as well before the guy leaves. Actually a psychopath. Actually. But it's a clean executed build. Like, you did everything right? Like, it's 39 probes. He's just supposed to be in PvZ, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. My viewers are the best. I think you're meant to have a little more gateways. Yeah, look at your money. Like, you're supposed to have 8 gateways. You're just on 6. I would even add 9 because you're floating so much. And you should be chrono boosting your gateways. But yeah, your floating is a little bit of a problem. But I mean, the rest is fine. Hard to analyze if you do the build in the wrong matchup, but we take those. We take those. That's funny as fuck. You floated to type GG. Nice. Ah, you guys are funny, man. Ah. Amazing. Bruh, that was sick. Yeah, this guy has no fucks. Next thing you know, he's gonna do this in PvP. It kind of works in PvP though. There used to be Glaive Immortal all-in from back in the day. It's not that strong anymore because of the shield batteries, but I'm sure it works here and there. Anyhow, let's find another replay that we promised someone. Oh, this one is from Torque. I think he just did the build, or he didn't give me a replay to analyze, but he gave me a replay of the build. Download it real quick. That was funny. That was incredible. All right. Wait, what? You just started the I'm assuming there was GLHF in the 1 to 3 screen. You toes are all the same then. This guy is salty from the get-go, dude. What is this? You think Story's gonna can rush? Little does this guy know, the Torque is a faithful PiLiPiLi viewer. He does not cannon rush. Very based. Alright, I'm assuming the Torque is pretty good, so I'm assuming the build door is gonna be tight. Doc, oh nice, gets the Overlord. Dude, I really like this pylon positioning actually. That's something I should take. That's because you, yeah, that's a pretty tight spot position. You can't really find it. Nice. What's next, Alan? Yup. Yup. This guy is salty, man. Okay, timing is a little off, I guess, but it's fine. Ooh, this is terrible. Look at that. Look at that. Glaives are like 1 second away from finishing, and you're fighting. That was just, yeah. It was a glaive at that build, but all your depth shaded before the glaives. That was a big Pepega. You're still fine though. That's crazy. This guy has no drones. Laugh. This guy is so salty, man. The adding gateway. You forgot the gas. Okay, yeah, this extra gas finally. Oh, what a casual. He thinks it's Dark Templar. Not, sir. But the gateway's pretty nice. Get the stalker back. Very nice. I think you should be attacking from here though. You attack from here and you shade here and you fight here. Here it's hard because you can't really shade. I guess, yeah, see, like it's kind of hard to shade and go there. I guess it just works anyway. You just aim with him. But yeah, ideally you want to attack from here, shade here, and then cancel if you need to. Because you can't really shade from here. It's too far away. And your prism also shouldn't be in Africa, you know. You should be bringing it over here. Man, poor guy. I'm just looking forward to what he's gonna say. Wait, he didn't say anything? He talked all this crap all day just to not say anything at the end? That's sad. Huh? Yeah, your biggest problem was your timing was trash. the glaives didn't finish on time. And your gas was a little late, but everything else was chill. Good job, Torque. Very impressive. That's all whispered to him. It would find this guy. Oh shit, Torg is here. Good job, Torg. Just in time. Off topic, but I hate StarCraft 1 skins. I'm not a fan of any skins, to be honest. It just messes up with my gameplay. I'm a fan of your skin. You wear it well. Thank you, Abby. You said it was a great time to do replay analysis? Sure. I have 3 more replays that were already submitted to me. It's by Zeddy. And after that, anyone's more than welcome. It's all gonna go on YouTube. I'm not even gonna edit my shit. I'm just gonna upload it like raw. Don't even care. So, but yeah, more than welcome. I'm not gonna lie to this, so we're just analyzing a bunch of replays. I have 3 more to go until I'll take chat submissions. You wait patiently? Alright, sounds good. Hey, what's up, Serial Killer? Alright, we got Zeddy. Boy, I promised a bunch of replay analysis, so we'll do that. It's so weird that the messages that go through during the countdown don't show up in the replay. So this looks like Zeddy is just a psychopath who just said you too to a guy who never said anything. That's kind of weird. But let's see here. Gas, normal gateway expand, I'm assuming. Well, little things like that are already bad, right? Like taking your Nexus when you have 550 minerals is just not tight, you know? StarCraft is a game of timings, and you know, you're already messing yourself up by like getting a much later Nexus than you need to. Just little things like that. I'm not sure what this prop is doing. Okay, this is classic. This gateway is like, I'm in Diamond League and I die to Link Floods all the time and I don't know what I'm doing gateway. This is like, I see this so much from players who just aren't confident in their defense. But this is like, so you scouted, right? You scouted this is hatch first. So you should know that there's no way Zer can have Zerlings at 215. Like you're walling off at 215 for no reason. There's no way he can have Zerlings, and there's no way he can have speed until 320. That's the timing, right? So now you're spending 150 minerals on a building that's completely useless. That should be your tech. Like, this should be your invested in the probes, pylon, scout. You also have very little probes on gas. Like, you still have only 2, while you meant to have 3 a long time ago. So you're kind of lacking gas, but this should have been your tech long ass time ago. Like, the gateway should be going down now, but it's finishing for no reason. You know, it doesn't help you. And it's not going to help you against all-ins, I can guarantee you that. What would help you against all-ins is not sending this probe to the bottom of the map and doing nothing with it. This probe should be checking here, checking how many links pop out, checking how many links are crossing the map, stuff like that. But putting the probe there and doing nothing with it, it hurts you a lot more. And making this gateway now, like, your timing is just all kinds of messed up because of that. And I'd rather just have you build a, like, if you're paranoid about all links, and that goes for every Protoss player, at 3 minutes, just make a shield battery, and that will save you so many games. But doing the gateway wall off early makes no sense. Dude, losing my voice. Come on, anyway. Dude. Actually gonna lose my voice doing this, holy shit. Alright, so 5 gateways, some sort of glaive push I'm assuming. Move out, warp in some adepts. Nice, but yeah, like, the timing is just late, right? Like, because of things like that, where you don't build probes, your nexus is a little too late, you make a gateway for no reason, now you're just like 30 seconds late. And it, funnily enough, Zerg still has nothing. So Zerg has 4 links, but 10 roaches on the way. So if you just attack a little early, you would have just won the game. But now roaches are gonna pop. Still good damage though. But too many roaches now, 16. They should be making immortals already. Finally. Oh, you might just die here. Ooh, stalker weapons are bad. I would rather have you keep making adepts and immortals, because now those stalkers are never gonna do anything. And you need shield batteries once again. Oh, you're just gonna die here, huh? Yeah, those are such a bad trades for you. But yeah, I mean, you need a shield battery. It's always good to make a shield battery as you move out as well, because if they do like ling run by counter, then you need a shield battery. So you might as well always have a shield battery. But the one shield battery would save you here so much. And you should have probably had it since 3 minutes. But yeah, now you're just getting bamboozled. Honestly, not bad trades. This guy's kind of throwing. Where's your prism though? Your prism should also be home. If you had prism home, you could save half your units with a micro. Like, those 2 immortals could have easily been picked up and never died. So you just lost too many units for no reason. Because this guy's like on 40 drones. But it's mechanically challenging, I understand. Now you just gotta go and attack, there's no hope. Yeah, he's just doubling your supply now. Oh yeah, expanding is not gonna work. Yeah, so you need to fix your build order where you don't make a full wall at 2 minutes for no reason. Like, this should not be a part of your build. Your gases should be saturated earlier. The probe should be scouting. The build should just be a little better. Make a shield battery at 3 minutes, and then everything else is kind of fine. But yeah, the game would look very different with a shield battery and better timings. But that's kind of what it is. Can you afford a shield battery with a 420 adept? Is going to make you late? Well, it depends. If you make a 3 minute shield battery, then your build will be delayed. But if you make battery on, like, as you're moving out, like at 4 minutes, like as your first 4 adepts are shading, you make a shield battery, then your build is not delayed at all. But I'd rather have you guys be safe than delay it, because the delay is not that big. It's like 3-4 seconds, and let's be real, you guys are delaying yourself a lot more anyway, with just being bad. So. Alright, so let's find another Zeddy replay. There's 2 more from Zeddy. While taking 3rd gas? Yeah. You can take a 3rd gas as you move out, but you can take it after the first warp in as well. It's fine. Yeah, I'll do your later. Serial killer. Get in line. My voice though, man. I'm gonna die. So this replay was named Cyclones the Fuck. So I have a feeling Zeddy lost to Cyclones. Fuck me. I mean, whenever I see stuff like that, it's already bad. Like, your build seems fine. When was the first that popped? Actually, no, your build is not fine. Yeah, well you keep having these mistakes, right? Like, it is just straight up you being lazy, right? Because, so you make a shield, cyber first, and then you queue up another probe for no reason, and then you forget to send your probe to make a natural. So you already have 400 middles, and you only now send the probe to make it. So you make it at 22 supply, which is supposed to be 20, and now it's a shit show. Now your pylon is super late because of that too. And now, what was the point of going cybernetics first if by the time your cybernetic core finishes, your supply block hard? So now adept of a good player comes in your base at 221, and now your adept is not even gonna start building until then. So right now you would have a Reaper in your base if this Terran was right, like playing properly, you know? So you went Cyber first, which is supposed to counter the fast Reaper, but you're still 20 seconds late because you're lazy on making your Nexus, and that was the same in PvZ. So you gotta fix little things like that, because that what hurts you early game for sure. But the build is fine. You got shield battery, I like that. And then you had a couple probe, like a couple times you were making probes. You know, you have probe AFK here, probe AFK here. That's, you know, 60 minerals you're losing every minute. This probe is still AFK. You know, there's a lot of little things that just fuck up your build overall. It's not even that you're playing wrong, it's just, yeah. This wall has 2 holes in them, I think. Yeah, 2 holes in the wall, no good. Obviously don't want to do that. I mean, your robo is kind of late, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so this is some sort of cyclone push with a fast third. If you just make a prism and 7 gateway, you should just win. Well, you were just lazy with micro, right? So you have more than plenty of energy to activate the super overcharge, which is what you should be doing, but you're panicking hard. Like against Cyclones, you're just meant to blink stalkers one by one. Like this is what, when he went up the ramp, you're perfectly fine. You have what, 7 stalkers or 8 stalkers. So here you just right click one of the Cyclones. You basically one shot it or 2 shot it. So you kill the Cyclone and you then blink stalkers one by one. So right now the one stalker that's getting focus fire, you select it, you blink it to your shield battery. And then you activate the Vipeg overcharge, and then you keep doing that until he dies. But instead you lose 2 stalkers for free, and then you blink all your stalkers. So now you have no micro potential for a while. And then you don't activate Vipeg overcharge, lose even more. Blink on top, lose even more. I mean, yeah, this is really bad micro. Yeah, this guy's BMing you too, disaster. Yeah, all you have to do is just... it's hard to say, it's just like micro better lol, but it really what it is. Like, you panic hard. Like, once again, like, the Cyclones are trash. Like, if you go and blink and they go Cyclones, you should shit on them. Like, here, all you have to do is just, like, focus fire. Like, those guys are no threat to you, right? Because you can kite them. Hellbats are trash. You can kite them. The only problem are Cyclones. Right-click the Cyclone while blinking back the stalkers that are, like, red. But instead, you lost 2 for no reason. And you were focus firing Hellbats, which is, like, the fattest unit in his army comp. And then you blinked pretty badly, too. And then you blink on top for no reason, and you didn't activate Vipeg overcharge. That's a disaster. He has a 3rd base behind. And this guy's an asshole. Why is everyone an asshole? Last replay the guy was an asshole, this guy is an asshole. You're microing like you're just blinking. You're blinking all the stalkers back, and then you're blinking all the stalkers forward. Well, it should be one by one. The stalker that gets targeted by Cyclone. But yeah, like I think if you get more experience against it, you'll get better. But this is quite literally because your build is mostly fine except the laziness. But yeah, it's a disaster. So do you blink forward versus Cyclones or only blink back? You can blink forward if you are chasing, and if you have more stalkers than they have their stuff. But most of the time, you just snipe one Cyclone, and once they lock on, you just blink out, and then they lock on breaks, and then you just keep doing that. But a lot of it is a numbers game, but it just kind of depends each time. Like it's hard to elaborate stuff like that because it really depends on the numbers, on situation. Do we have high ground? Do they have vision? Do we have this? Do we have that? Like there's no one way to micro. But in that situation in particular was very simple. You just focus fire the Cyclones while blinking 1-2 stalkers back to your shield battery, and then you activate the Giga Overcharge. Alright, there's one more replay from Zedorino. Yeah, there was a little bit of a lag. I dropped a little bit of frames earlier, but it should be fine now. Should be fine now. Alright, last replay from Zeddy. I mean, same mistake making Nexus when you have 600 middles. Island is becoming too late. At least you're not supply blocked this time. At least Adept is on the good timing. The 20 Nexus, then 7 gates blink against Cyclones. You don't have to go 7 gate blink against Cyclones, but just even 4 or 3 gate blink works. But if you're overall playing against Cyclones, then yeah, the 7 gate blink most of the time will break them. Like I've played against Supernova and 4GG when they try this stuff, it always works. Oof, I'm dropping frames hard. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I only dropped 2% of the frames, but I'm not sure if that's that big of a problem or not. Alright, let's continue. But yeah, this shield battery is obviously bad because you're completely blocking off this middle path from mining, so the pros have to go all the way around. It should be like a little more forwards or backwards or something. It's just a bad location. The build overall is fine. Making proxy, I'm assuming you're gonna make a gateway there. Oh, that's unfortunate. So this is what's okay. This is 7 gate all in. That's cool. This guy's on 29 SCVs. This guy sucks. He produces no SCVs, man. So this is classic mistake. I see a lot of people do that. Your units are too separated. Like this is a very late drop, but overall, like you saw the drop with your pylon. First of all, second of all, your units are too separate. You can't snipe the medevac. You should have a lot more than 3. It's 5:30 in the game. At 5:30, you should have like 10, 12 stalkers. You only have 3, so there's already fuck up. But you could easily be warping in. Like if you warp in through all your 3 gateways, you will have 5 stalkers, or 6 actually. So then you have enough stalkers to 2-shot the medevac, and then you don't do this. You don't split one. Like what's the point of this one stalker? He's literally just gonna boost over it and not give a fuck. You just keep all the stalkers here in the middle. If he drops here, you walk here, right? This is perfect. If you keep your stalkers here and you see medevac come with this pylon, you move them here, then you blink till the medevac. If you see it from here, you pull the probes, walk here, blink on the medevac, kill it. But if you keep it like that, then wow, cool. You have a stalker that's gonna tickle the medevac and they're just gonna unload it and kill all your probes. Great. So you don't want to separate your stalkers. You want to keep them all together so you can blink on top of the medevac and 1 or 2 shot it. That's the whole point. But now you lose all your probes and the medevac gets out because your stalkers were separate, but you also were floating 1500 middles for no reason. Okay, that's lucky. So now you know there's no more drop. So you can just take all your stalkers and go, because you still can win. This guy doesn't really have much. Oh no! What are you doing, sir? Sir! Oh no! Well, I don't think I have to tell you why you lost here. You still could have easily won the game. Like, even though that Widowmine drop was terrible, this guy pro production was really bad with SCV. Like, you just kill the bunker and A move and you win. You have 16 stalkers to 15 marines and a marauder, but instead of finishing the bunker, you decided to kill this building CC. Your micro is like fairly decent, but it doesn't help when you're attacking the building SCV and you're losing all your stalkers, and now you're dead. This guy has 3 CCs, bunch of racks. Yeah, I mean, you did this to yourself. I mean, it's just an unfortunate misclick, but you won the game. You just killed yourself. That was unfortunate. Yeah, now you're super dead. There's 3 CCs, more supply, double starport too. But yeah, that was just disastrous. But the advice for holding the Widowmine drop should definitely help you. But yeah, you know, don't focus fire the building CC while all his army is here, because you had more than enough units to just aim with him. You didn't even have to micro, and you forgot the stalker. Like, this stalker should have been with your army too. No point to keep it at home, especially after you killed the Widowmine drop, because you knew it's no longer there. But yeah, this disaster. Do you stay on mass blink stalkers, or do you get anything else to add to the composition with cyclones? I like to just break them with stalkers, but if it goes to the macro game, then you kind of want more. Like, you need, because they're not gonna make cyclones only, right? They're gonna also make like tanks and other stuff. So then you want to add like zealots and archons, perhaps even go carriers eventually if it's like late game. But if you're just trying to break them on 2 bases, then just stalkers work fine. I guess an occasional immortal could be okay. What are the 30 cyclones in 50? Yeah, I mean, at that point it's a late game, but then you just get storm carrier. Like, then you have to do like storm carrier, tempest. Like, so I mean, I would suggest watch Maru versus Hearthstone on Romanticide from the TSL or something. They played this long game where Maru went like mass cyclone, Viking, Widowmine, turret, turtle, and Hearthstone was just like doing like ground into air. That's kind of what you're meant to do. Disruptors work too, but yeah, I mean, I was, yeah, you definitely don't beat that with stalkers only. But I was talking about more of an early mid game rather than the like ultimate late game. Far from what I did. What did you do, bro? Anyhow, hot dog chair show, you're more welcome to submit the replay, freak, as well if you want to. Just post it in chat. And I'm gonna do serial killers now because I'm out of replays from the YouTube. Blink charge immortal. Oh no, that's gonna get melted by Widowmines. I mean, if you hit a timing like before they get their even 3rd base, you know, but that's too much. Pylon Man versus serial killer. Okay. Why do there's someone in my chat named Pylon Man? I don't know what's going on. Oh, he sold the gas. That's cool. That's cool. When you steal the gas, you should probably just like forgate them most of the time. Stargate works too, though. Double Stargate. Okay. Well, spoiler alert. This is a bad build. But maybe it'll work. Because this guy doesn't have gas, so he can't make much anti-air. Maybe if he can just rush Void Race, he can win. But realistically speaking, this is a really bad build order. Like, you want to go 1 Stargate, not 2. 2 is too much. But I guess you're just going Sky Toss. Disaster. But even in just 2 adapts, they can just shade in and do so much damage because there's no wall. Oh, you're macroing from this. Well, okay, this is the problem, right? Like, if you steal your opponent's gas, the only thing they can do is expand, right? Like they can either forgate, but forgate sucks ass, or they can expand. So this guy just expanded, and now he has 39 probes, and you have 23. So according to my math, you're very far behind. So trying to macro out of this is just way too hard. Although you do have 4 Voiders to 5 Stalkers. If you moved out, you could have done some nice damage before this guy gets Blink. Like this Voider should have probably moved out and tried to see if he can do anything. But now, yeah, you're just so far behind your work. This guy has a 3rd base before your natural is like even started mining. Pretty rough. But if you moved out right away, like you have 7 Voiders to this guy 5 Stalkers. You could just win there. Oh, you might still win actually. I don't know how this guy still doesn't have anything. Well. What? What the fuck was that? It was terrible. We should be analyzing this guy's play, not yours. I mean, yours was questionable, but this guy, how does it's 7 minutes into the game? This guy has he has more bases than he has stalkers. Why is this a thing? Oh my god, disaster. But yeah, it's not ideal build order from your side. Like you should either be like if you're stealing their gas, you should either be punishing their super fast natural, or you should be greedy yourself. But you kind of did neither. So like if this guy had just made units, wouldn't have worked. Yeah, that was unbelievable. When should you add a second Stargate? In PvP, almost never. Because like Void Ray Immortal style just kind of sucks on like real level unless you're ahead. But if you are doing it, then you should add it after Robo. So it's like Stargate, make a couple Void Rays, make Robo, make Immortal Observer, make another Stargate. Do you recommend stealing gas? If you can, yes. But you shouldn't be able to. The only reason you can steal the gas is because your opponent is bad. Because by the time your Probe Scout arrives, they should already have 2 gases. But if you can, stealing the gas is usually a free win. Because if you steal their gas, they have to expand, and you just like one base all in them, and they can never hold because they can't make good units. Can I still submit the replay? Sure, Bandulum, go ahead. Alright, now we're gonna analyze the Torx one. And there's someone submitted in the Discord. Okay, Flapjack also submitted one. Alright, we'll do Torque and the Flapjack, and then whoever else. Yeah, I got you, Flapjack. What's up, Axel? Alright, let's see. With 15 minutes, disaster. The PvP, bro, should be ending in 5 minutes. What are you doing, bro? Ah, you're welcome, you're a panda. With all those challenges, PiLiPiLi just took the 420 crown from Snoop Dogg, exactly. Oh, that's oh, okay. Wait, what? What is this pylon placement? What a psychopath. This is actually terrible. Well, what is this guy doing? Okay, please just forget this guy. Why does this game go for 15 minutes, Torque? Oh, did you not see the natural? Ah, that's so sad. Like you literally just forget this. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with those zills. Just forget the guy, man. Please. Not a build order. He doesn't have a warp gate. He's go. Yeah, I was gonna say. He wasn't starting warp gate for a while. I thought it was serial killer for a second. Just going double Stargate, no warp gate. Never mind. But close. I don't know what's happening. I mean, you're just so much better than this guy. Like, you have a build order. This guy does not. Just making shit up. Please tell me you see the Dark Shrine. Oh, no way. You didn't see the Dark Shrine? That's it's fine. You have Observer at home. 2 probes AFK. Very nice. I mean, you're doing the right thing. Just blink and stuff. But now GTs are gonna come and wreck you. Not really wreck you, but pull you apart for sure. Dude, what is this guy, man? Why? He has Dark Shrine, but he doesn't have anywhere to warp in with. He's making Void Race and Charge Lots. I'm so sad. How do you match with those people? How are those guys diamond? The fuck is he doing? Oh, I'm so sad watching this game. Like, you have a build. You were playing StarCraft? This guy, I don't know what he's doing. It's so sad. Please win this game. I mean, you could have A-moved him here, actually. I don't know why you're being a pussy. Look at your army. Look at his. 4 Voideries, 2 Immortals, and an Archon. This is not even a shield battery. Just go. This guy's taking the 4th base. You have, what, million gateways. Just warp in more Zealots and go. That was a free win right here. No Killer Instinct. Bad job, Torque. You still can A-move him. Until they have Disruptors, you can always A-move them. This guy's not even planning to get Disruptors. Just A-move them, sir. Can't believe the guy turtling with Voiders has 4th base faster than you. That's truly the darkest timeline, but you could have just A-moved. You still can A-move. You still can A-move. Like, until this guy gets Disruptors or Carriers, you can A-move. It's such a bad army. Like, it's just a more, like, yeah. Just A-move. Go, go, go. A-move. Nice. What? Ah, you shouldn't have backed off. You win this. The Observer's about to die, though. Keep A-moving, sir. Keep A-moving. Nice. And backing off, I guess, made sense, but I'm pretty sure you could have won this fight easily. You just needed to not blink forward. Alright, can you move? Sir, A-move? Please. Just end this game, bro! Oh no. Stop harassing the guy. He has the worst unit composition in the history of unit compositions. A-move him. At this point, you could have gotten Disruptors. Ah, oh, nice Chrono Boost, bro. That's so many Archons. 13 fucking Archons. That's so painful. Oh my god, Torque. You are such a pussy, man. 200 supply to 100 and you're going back home. Come on, man. This is not what aggro donkey style is all about. Come on. What a disaster. I wish I didn't see this game. I just got upset. I just got really upset watching this game. Disaster, man. And I feel like the reason I'm so upset is because people like this who play like this, they'll come in my chat and be like, "Hey Pili, why don't you try this stupid build?" And then when I tell them that the build is stupid, they'll be like, "Well, you're just closed-minded like the rest of the pro gamers. You guys just keep copying each other." This is the type of people who play like this. This is the type of people that make those comments. Heartstuck and Diamond. They go around streams suggesting their stupid builds to everyone. Fucking insane. Made me really upset. Disaster. That build wins most of my PvPs. That's unbelievable. It should not be a thing. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. But yeah, like against people like that, you just attack. Whew. Alright, let's watch another replay. Alright, we got Flipper Flapjack, then Pendulum, then Choder. Sounds good. You don't want a base raid, man? You'll never leave. I feel like, well, you could have just attacked him. I don't know. But I'm assuming you were just very confused. That's fair. Alright, Flapjack versus some Zerk. 21-minute game. Definitely could have won it at 4 minutes. But bad timings. See? Like I don't have to watch this replay. Your timings were not as tight, so the game dragged on. Could have ended long time ago. Right, blocking the hatch, that was nice. Oh, once again, I mean, I talked about this earlier. This is like, I even said that I see this a lot, and this is just a proof. It's a classic. I'm in Diamond League. I'm paranoid about lens, and I don't know how to hold things. So I'm making a 220 gateway in my wall for no reason, which fucks up all my timings and only makes my defense worse against all ins. It's such a classic. It's just, I see them like half diamond Protosses do this. 220 full wall against a guy who hasn't even started the link speed. Doesn't even have links on the map. Who the fuck are you walling off against? You have a probe. You can see when they're making links, sir. It's just, everyone does it. And now your tech is so late. Your probes are delayed. Your tech is late. Like, it's just trash. And you should have had a shield battery instead, you know? Like, if Bailing Bus comes now, what are you gonna do? 5 Bailings roll up right now, kill both of your units, you're dead. You know, so all this walling off just to die. Like, a shield battery would have been so much better. But double Void Ray, I'm assuming. That's cool, I like double Void Ray. Oh no, Forge. Wait, what? Okay, so if you're making oh wow. The fuck is wrong with this guy? Okay, just make an Oracle. Alright, so I mean, this is rare to see, but should have just made an Oracle super fast. Now you're making all the tech in the world. That's not good. Oracle would have been faster. But those gases were so early. I assume double Void Ray because you can make gases so early, but yeah, see, like you have so much gas for no good reason. If you're trying to go for the fast third, just take it before gases. There's no reason to take gases before that. It's not gonna do anything for you. Okay, I'm assuming he's gonna total with Storm, which is a disaster. I mean, a lot of things could be different, but I mean, pro production is a little off. This wall makes no sense because it's not even a wall. Like a gateway count is cool, I guess. You didn't start +2, obviously that's bad. You have 2 prisms, that's kind of cool. Oh no, it's just 1 actually. You just forgot to move it. Too many stalkers as well. I don't know when you build those, but 9 stalkers with this style is terrible. 1 is already too many. Like 1-2 stalkers is max if you're playing this. Now you just have a bunch of stalkers that do nothing, but it's already 3 lurkers. Okay, so this is kind of the basic rule for you doing this stuff like that. This isn't like a normal push out, except you have too many stalkers for some reason. But this is normal. But the point of this push is to never to end the game. Is to put a little bit of pressure, force them to make units while you're macroing. So while you were pushing, what you're meant to do is take a 4th base and get triple Stargate carrier. This is the point of the push. The point of the push is not to kill the Zerg. If you get a base, that's super lucky, but it's not meant to happen. The whole point of this push, and every Protoss does it when they do this style, is to establish the 4th base, force the Zerg to make units instead of 100 drones, and to start your carrier switch. Instead, you just move that like it's an all-in. Right now, like, if this push doesn't work, you don't have a 4th, you don't have air transition, what are you gonna do against lurkers, you know? Yeah, because you have too many stalkers, it's actually pretty bad trades. You're gonna end up doing damage, but that's not the point. Especially, also consider how much you're floating. This could easily be 4th base and carriers. You also could have just ended the game if you had Archons. If you spend all this gas on Archons right now, you just win the game, but this Zerg was definitely not the brightest guy. It just had way too little units. Like, his macro is just pretty bad. But yeah, like, if you had 4th and carrier switch, you would just win now. You would have 3 carriers on the way, and you just win. And you worked in more stalkers. I don't know why. Stalkers are the worst unit in the game against this, especially with no blink. Now you're taking the worst fights. Ah, that's so painful. Yeah, pretty bad fights, I guess. Yeah, now he's on it. Like Zerg, yeah. All could have been solved if you... Oh, now you're also going Colossus, which is even worse. Still haven't started +2. That's also really bad. And you're making Void. Like, you're making the worst units in the world. You're making Stalkers with no blink and no upgrades. And you're making Void Rays for no reason. While it should be triple Stargate Carrier plus Archons, and you should have fifth base by now, but that's the point. Hey, Simple Coders, thank you for the resub, man. Forgot to resub again. Classic. Stalker hater? I know, I am. But, yeah, now you're just eco is kind of bad. I mean, you also have so much gas. This could have been, like, so many High Templars, Archon, Storm, anything. This guy only has 4 Lurkers and just a bunch of Roaches. Actually, Storm, Archon could have broken through as well. Now you're making... I mean, Colossal Style is okay, but yeah, you totally forgot your upgrades. You could have had, like, +3 now. Oh, this game is gonna go for a while, huh? Buckle up, PiLiPiLi. Hey, imagine having carriers right now. How nice would that be, huh? And now this guy has Viper, Lurker, which is kind of rough. But he has so many Roaches, his army is kind of trash. Yeah, final upgrades. I mean, you also didn't get Blink. Yeah, you should. I mean, if you're making 23 Stalkers, you should probably get Blink. Might as well, you know? Oh, you see his army. Yeah, it's pain. Like, this army is just so hard to like move around with. Like, you have so many storms, but they can never really get close because of the lurkers. And you have stalkers still, which is not ideal. Like, you could have just had 9 carriers right now if you just went carriers instead. Like, you just A move. Oh, that's painful. I mean, he lost all his roaches, but now he's gonna remax on better units because it's no longer roaches. And he's back to remax. Wait, he made roaches again? What is wrong with this guy? Oh my god. This guy's like cleared up his roach supply just to make more roaches. He's holding too. I mean, it shouldn't matter because you should be making carries. Triple star. Oh, okay, finally. Okay, that's that's too many Stargates, bro. You can't really produce 7 like that, especially on 87 probes. I guess is cool, but you're not even mining that much. You're realistically mining very like most of your probes are like kind of AFK. But finally, the carrier transition we're looking for is just a little too much. You might actually not survive now because of that. You're actually pretty broke. Your saturation was kind of poor. Oh no. Yeah, like you can't produce even like those targets are like you can only produce 3 at a time. Those 4 targets were just a waste of money from the units. And now you're back to like you're basically mining on 2 bases now. That's the problem. This guy's creep is in your base. You still should win though. You just need to win this fight. Should have gotten shield upgrades as well. Like upgrades are really messing up for you. You don't have any +1. Oh, actually you have +2 in the air. But you should have had shield upgrades as well. I think you're fine though, just make units now. This guy has no gas to make real units. It's only 7 corruptors and he's out of gas. Oh, never mind, there's 21 now, they're in production. You have Storm. Well, if Archons get good shots on corruptors, you're still fine. That's a problem. Made stalkers again for no reason. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have a couple of storms there at the end, but you could have reestablished your 4th and stuff. You actually... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the end it was kind of weird, but... All this game comes down to this. While you're doing this stupid push, you're meant to be taking your 4th and transitioning to carriers. If that happens, you just win the game, because you're just... Your macro allows you, like, your money allows you to. Like, the game should be over here. Like, him losing those bases for free, if you were taking the 4th and going Sky Toss, it would be just over. So, yeah. It should not be good. It's hard to analyze 21-minute game. I don't have the patience for it for most time. Alright, let me read up the chat a little bit. So instead of Stalkers, what you should get? Archons and Zealots. Archons and Zealots. Sounds like it's better to stick to basic charge the Immortal Archon comp with character transition way faster after you start your full extent. Yeah, for sure. Like, you should be transitioning as you're taking your 4th base. That's your move. Have to analyze the long game. You should have all in. That's basically what I said right away. As soon as I saw 21 minutes, that's what I said. Alright, let's read. Okay, so we have Pendulum, Chowder, and Freak after. Alright, a lot more replays than expected, but it's okay. It's okay, PiLiPiLi. Our ladder's locked. I thought the season was extended. No, it wasn't. It's locked, I'm pretty sure. Oh shit. Libby Flapjack gifting us up to a community of PiLiPiLis. Thank you very much for the message, I appreciate it. Eskel Sen got it. Very cool. Thank you, Flapjack. I hope my advice can help you on ladder. Do you transition to Tempest versus Terran into BCs? Yes, Tempests are the best in that situation, but I never been in that situation because I avoid it. But from theory perspective, that's the best, yes. Alright, so Pendulum. Oh, isn't that the game you played on stream last night? I feel like I've seen it. Yeah? Oh, okay, cool. Your build was clean from what I remember. The second pylon should always be on the natural though. So the reason for that is because you want to start your wall off, and also if they do a bunker thingy, because a lot of Terrans do, they make a bunker below your natural, and they put one Reaper there. And if you don't have a pylon here to make a shield battery here, so that your Stalkers can actually fight the bunker, because Stalker can't fight the bunker, but if you have a shield battery behind it, then it can. So if you don't have a second pylon natural, you always die to the bunker Reaper stuff. But it also helps for the wall and stuff like that. I'm not really sure what this probe is doing. It's just killing itself. Unlucky. Blink to gates. You should have Robo a lot faster. So basically, around this time, I would say. I mean, I'm assuming your build is not refined, but here you should be adding the, like, as soon as you start the blink, you should start the Robo. Like, after blink comes Robo right away, because you need 2 observers and a prism. If you make it too late, then you don't have it, and it's also hard to defend like drops and banshees perhaps. Also, you're meant to be on 3 gases, so if you're doing blink all in, that's 3 gases. And yeah, see, your Robo is just so late now. Like, this makes no sense on so many levels, because if there was a Widowmine drop now, which it would be now, like the regular Widowmine drop timing is 4:30, you would just die to it because you have nothing at home. And you can't break here because you don't have a prism and your blink is not ready either. So this move out doesn't make sense. You have to be patient with blink calling. You have to wait for the Terran to do their harassment first, defend that, and then go. And the way you would, but also if they don't harass, then you can go. But the way to know is to make a faster Robo, because you could have right now an observer right here, and you would know like, oh, okay, this guy's having tanks, I don't have to worry about shit, I can just move out. Or you would see that it's a Raven, you know, like you actually could scout. But because Robo is so late, you're playing blind, so you're just moving out. But if Banshee flies in, or Widowmine drop, or Hellions, you just die. And, you know, obviously you don't have Warpism now for the longest time, so it's even harder. And you're gonna be floating gas like a motherfucker, because 4 gases is unnecessary, and you're making way too many probes. And it's also not all in, because you're only on 4 gateways. Like, you could be going Colossus from here actually. Like, if you're making this many probes, you're on 50 probes and 4 gases. You should be adding the Robotics Bay and Forge right now and macroing out of this. Because there's no way you can end the game with just 4 gate blink. Like, you need 7 gate blink if you're trying to all in. And yeah, you see you're floating so much, like, you could be transitioning. And it would be fine. Like, 4 gate Stalker blink pressure into Colossus is a perfectly fine build. But now you're like in between. Yeah, you're taking the third finally. That's actually pretty good damage. Okay, no, that wasn't bad at all. Now you blink here, yeah, nice. Well, you got the blink stalker movements in you. That's pretty cool. Probably shouldn't have fight there. Get out with the blink. Yeah, you lost a little more than you needed, but yeah, your macro at home is just. I mean, this is one of those games like you're just mechanically weak, right? Like, if you did that, because you reset his 10 count pretty well. Now he just has 20 Marines. But if you did, oh, 3 Ravens too. What the fuck? But either way, like if you just did that while getting Colossus, you could have had 3 Colossus. You could have had +1. You could have had Charge. You could have had 8 Gateways, pumping Zealot, Stalker, Colossus, and it's just 20 Marines. You just shit on this. Like it's 7 minutes in the game, you know. So realistically, you're just slow. That's kind of about it. But obviously it's hard. But like your Stalker movements weren't terrible. But the build itself was a little weak, and the follow-up is even worse. Because you basically had no follow-up. But if this money is spent on anything, you crush his army. And then the game's over. Because his army comp is actually pretty questionable. But if you're trying to all in of 2 bases, only 3 gases and 7 gateways are needed. And if you're taking 4 gases, as you're pushing with Stalkers, you should be getting Colossus, upgrades, 3rd base, bunch of more gateways, going from there. Feels bad. It's okay. How would one get faster, Pili? Well, it's just playing more. That's pretty much playing more, because there's no shortcut to improving your mechanics. It's kind of like you get, how do you run faster? You just have to run really fast every day until you become faster than you were the day before. It's the same with everything. You just, yeah. Improving mechanics is just drilling it every day. How many Tempest to build versus BC? I don't know the exact number. I don't think you should worry about that though. If the situation where you have to play against mass BCs is so common, you have to figure out how many Tempest to build against them, you are doing something clearly wrong in the early game or in mid game, because never in my life had I had to question myself how many Tempest do I have to make against BCs, because no one ever gets to BCs against me. That's impossible. So it's not the problem of how to fight BCs, it's the problem of how to kill them before BCs. Either way. Next replay, I'll send that in with maximum building placement. Good job, Pendulum. I believe in you. Alright, now Chodo next. Ah, fuck, I'm running out of water. I'm gonna die over here helping you guys out. That's against random. Let's see if I missed any comments. Okay, nothing important looks like it. Alright. Well, he told you his race. Very nice of him. Not really sure why, but you're just lacking a couple of probes. Like right now, you should be at, you know, like what he has, 24, 25. You're just kind of behind in 1 probe for no reason. Okay, so this might be a little more complicated than we thought. First of all, I really hate when people chrono boost their first 2 adepts. I think it does nothing. I generally think it does nothing. And yeah, that's why you're low in probes, because you're meant to chrono in PvP. You chrono boost your probes twice, and you only do 1 time. That's why your probe production was lower. But double chrono boosting adepts, it quite literally does nothing. Like adept showing up like 3 seconds earlier makes no difference, because it's just wall anyway, and that's why your probe production is a little low. Okay, so ideally, right? When they're Twilight, I mean not Twilight, when they Cyber finish us, your probe should be here. Because if your probe was here right now, you would see a very important thing, and it kind of still is here. You still see it. Yeah, perfect. So this is something you should understand. This guy made 2 pylons to kind of fake you out that he's not proxying while he's proxying. But this one is really obvious because your adepts are 80% done, right? Even though you chrono boosted. This guy has yet to start the warp gate, which you can see by the animation, and he hasn't started any gateway units, which you can also see by the animation. So now, the only thing he could be doing is he's either really stupid and he just forgot, which is a possibility in your bracket, but we don't want to take those chances, or he's proxying you, which he is. So this was really obvious. If you just took a look how late his units are, look, he's only, like, this is super obvious. When they only start making unit production from 1 gateway, it's the most obvious thing in the world. Because that means he doesn't have enough money to start 2 units at the same time, which means he may take on the other side of the map. It's the easiest read in the world. So here you should have known. Also, warp gate didn't start, second unit starts super late. And this should be extremely obvious. But it wasn't obvious to you, so you expand, so now you're gonna die to proxy robo. Oh, you do a bunch of damage with it. This guy is bad. Oh, you're gonna do even more after, huh? That's so much probe damage, holy shit. Well, you don't die here, right? That's fine. You have Stargate. Stargate is pretty late. I would rather have you go robo at this point, but this works. Hey, actually, there's no way he's gonna break you. It's the easiest hold of your life. You could have force holded him out and just kept all his units here and killed it. Yeah, that's perfect hold. Very nice. But, you know, like, you only held because this guy lost all his probes to adepts, right? Like, that was pretty ridiculous. But if this guy didn't lose it, you probably would have died here because your Stargate is late, you barely have any units and stuff. So you beat him because this guy fucked up, but technically it should have been an easy read there. It's a proxy. Oh, that was the wrong replay? Disaster. It's okay, next time you'll get me a nice one. But I think that was a good point, right? Like, the whole idea about checking if they're starting units and starting the warp gate or not, to realize if it's a proxy or not, is a big thing, right? And like, I feel like I think a lot, because that was clearly a bad mistake. Like, if the guy executed well, you would have died. So it's a big thing for sure. That have simple coders. Alright, we got Freak now. Jump Freak. Whew. Oh, Old Man Slum. I know this guy. Very cool. Killed Raku. Unlucky. Damn, you're greedy with your probe. You just send a attack right away. Probably should keep it around to see the third timings and stuff. Taka got an Overlord. That's nice. Okay, so this is also a classic mistake. So when links attack your adept like this, there's only one right way to do it. So here, this is your reaction. Let's look at your camera actually. So you're like making gateways and you're like, oh shit, he's attacking me. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, let me pull the probe. Wrong. This is how you lose, right? Like, or how you get behind. The first reaction should be shading adept back, and then you pull the probe. So you shade it as soon as your adept gets attacked, you shade it backwards, then you pull the probe and you make a buildings behind it. That way your adept, if you do it correctly, will always survive on like low HP, and then it will appear behind the wall. So adept survives while links die. So that will end up being a bad trade for them because you could kill a couple links. Yeah, like doing that makes sense, but it's in the wrong order. So now you just lose adept for free, which already fucks your build a lot. And now you're also doing this, which fucks your build. So it's already a bunch of mistakes. Also, my camera died. Hold on. Stupid camera. Anyways. Yeah, so you're just doing that in the wrong order. You should always be shading at depth first and then walling off. That's the only way to save it. So yeah, now your build lacks 1 adept. It lacks a little bit of timing. The timing is kind of late, like 440. Yeah, it's 440 and you only have 5 adepts instead of, because your supply blocked actually. So it's obviously, don't have to tell you that getting supply blocked is bad. And yeah, now you just get wrecked by links for no reason, so. It's, at 5 minutes you're supposed to have like 16 adepts and you barely have 6. So, you know, supply blocks, losing adepts here and there, you know, little things like that really add up. Because this guy literally just links only. If you actually... doing stuff like that isn't... In this trade, you should have just chilled. You should have just waited for like 12 adepts and then shade, because this guy is so heavy on links. If you just wait until you have more adepts to actually just straight up fight, could have won. But yeah, it's one of those things. If timings were a little better, it would have been fine. But your transitioning still alright. Wait, where are your immortals? Oh, okay, they're already here. Dude, this is perfect. I mean, you should be able to win here. How do you lose? Wait, hold on. You have gateways? You have 8 gateways? Wait, this is a clear weak... Oh no, please don't tell me you shaded here. I mean, even though everything went terribly for you, you just win here. You just need to not shade right now. If I see you shade right now, I'll be such a sad streamer right now. And I'm assuming that's exactly... Because that's the only way to lose. Because what you have to do is kill this base, warp in 8 more adepts, and shade from here. If you're shading from here, the shade doesn't make it on time. You have to make it so shade finishes here, not here. You just need to chill, warp in more, and then go. This guy has nothing. He has 14 lings and 7 adepts. There's 22 lings on the way. This should be a free win. But I'm assuming you're shading here. Well, that wasn't even that bad. Could have lost a lot more, but... Now you have to micro with your prism, and your prism is going to get picked off for sure. Yup. Oh, disaster. I mean, that was just... The timing was actually clutch. Like, considering how bad the first timing was, the follow-up was great, but you just needed to chill. Straight up. Warp in 1 more, kill this base, and attack from here, and then it's a free win. And then now it's a free loss instead. Disaster. But yeah, the timing was great. Like the follow-up one was good. All you had to do is just chill for a second, warp in more, and then like you never want to shade from so far away that the shade doesn't finish even close to the ramp. Like you want it to be here confidently. Those links also attack your camera. Unlucky. What's up, Happy Stick? I realized too late that the shape wasn't making it. Tried to do it like you have bring immortals on top of the ramp. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you meant to be doing. But yeah, you should have just chilled, warped in a little more depth, and then went when that depth would definitely make it through the ramp. And then it would be a free win. Alright, now we got Will's replay against BC's. It's probably the last replay that we've got, unless somebody else has more. But kind of getting tired, so this will be a good last one. I always put a pylon by the base and rush a portal into DTs and go air toss. You just love DTs, man. I mean, DTs into air is kind of wacky because you spend so much gas in DTs. Going air after that is rough, but it used to be kind of a build, but I doubt you're doing it the right way. 25-minute game, disaster. Yeah, no worries about it, as long as it's fine. Your build is alright. Okay, you get blocked. That's pretty good response. I think 5 probes is ideal though, but 4 works too. That was actually pretty good. Cancel. Okay, yeah, nice. Nice. Oh, what the fuck? Some sort of marauder bullshit. Interesting. That shouldn't matter if you're just going blink. Should have probably started blink. Like, if you're going blink, you should always start blink before robo. It doesn't make sense to do it the opposite way. Because you're also going sentry, right? Like, if you go sentry, then you're always gonna scout. So if it's some sort of bullshit, you can always react. But you can't make your blink. You can like make observer always, but blink is kind of late. So I would recommend blink first for sure. Your you're making your stuff, and you're in a really good position here. I think if you just, I mean, what is this guy doing? Holy shit! How's this guy in Master League, man? That's so sad. This looks like the games I played in Gold when just started playing in Wings of Liberty. People would just like make turrets around their base and go BCs. And he's making what? This guy is planetary. He's natural. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. I mean, at this point, it's just like if you just move out right now, it's a free win. Went double torch. I guess you saw that he's doing that, so you're just. I mean, you're doing the right thing. You can just probe up and go double forge, and then just attack with Gateway Immortal. I don't hate the idea. Just make one cannon everywhere. Yeah, you're doing all the right things. Okay, well, Robo Bay, I'm hating right now. So in this situation, you kind of know you're ahead, right? Because like the early Marauder didn't do anything, the Widowmine drop didn't do anything. You didn't see the third, I'm assuming. Yeah, you didn't see it, but like, if I were you, I would just stop making probes, right? Like you already have 63, which is already more than you need. I would honestly just make a bunch of gateways and like 10 to 12, and I would have just gone attack. This guy has 2 tanks, 1 Marauder, 2 Marines. Is there any reason to play this game any longer than 10 minutes? No, like he should be dying. This base is not protected. You just throw a bunch of zealots at it, they will die, whatever, kill the tank, this base is dead. Like obviously it's hard to push here, but it's whatever. Like if you just had mass gateway and you just attacked, maybe get like Templar Archive for a couple Archons too, but like, you could have just hit 1-1 timing or something. But you're going Colossus, which is the worst thing in the world. Like, you know it's mech though, right? Like, because no one makes missile turrets like that if they're playing Bio. So you know it's mech. And, you know, no one makes a planetary and a natural when they're playing Bio. So Colossus against mech are the worst thing in the world. You should be making Immortals. Yeah, now you're gonna drag yourself into a long game. But this game should have never gone past this point. Even now, it's 9 minutes into the game. This guy has 3 Banshees, 2 tanks, 1 Marauder, 2 Marines, 10 Widowmines. You could be literally maxed out on gateway units by 9 minutes and just attack. And on this map, it's pretty nice because you can attack from here, 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 and here. And like, yes, it's Widowmines, yes, it's turrets, but it wouldn't matter. Like, if you just move Arc and Zealot, this guy is dead. And a couple Immortals too. They definitely could have broken it. But if you're playing like this, Colossus are not the answer. Like, Tempest, Carrier, Storm would be the answer. I guess you're getting now double Templar Archive, but that happens to the best of us. Yeah, Colossus I feel like are no good. I mean, they can kind of outmaneuver the Widowmines, but now you're getting yourself in a bad spot. There's also 8 Banshees, which is kind of also why Stargates would be nice. Yeah, that's kind of a disaster now. Stargates aren't even on the way anymore. Yeah, that's a problem. Now you have to, yeah. From this situation, even I would lose because there's just so many Banshees and they're so annoying. And this guy has like, yeah, now you can't break him. It's too much supply. Now you have to go triple Stargate and then a couple Phoenixes, Oracle, and then slowly transition. But yeah, it's just too slow of a transition. You're pretty rich though, so you could be. You could have made triple Stargate a long time ago. Yeah, this is just super annoying. Jesus. Yeah, I would hate my life if I played this game. But all of this, I don't even want to watch it. All this is irrelevant. Like, 7-minute mark, you just make a bunch of, like, right here. Stop pro production at 57, actually. This is perfect. 57 props is all you need for 3 bases and 3 gases. Throw down 10 gateways. 1 cannon per base so you don't die to Widowmine drops. Move out and kill him. That's it. Maybe you throw down the Dark Shrine or Templar Archive for Archons or something. And just straight up move them. You could have had a couple Immortals. Like if you start building Immortals now with the gateways, you'll have like two Immortals in the Prism and just kill them. That's all. Because there was no reason to struggle for 25 minutes. This is not safe by any. It looks safe because of the planetary, but if you just keep him on 2 bases forever, he's dead. And eventually you can make enough gateway units to even go here, because he literally has nothing. But yeah, I feel like that's about it. Even if they're attacking you, like, well, if you watch my stream a lot, I always do this timing, where around like 7 minutes, I'll just have like a million gateways and a bunch of zealots after going blink, and I would just have like blink stalker, charge lot, sentry, couple immortals, and I would just attack with prism on 57 probes with like no gases. But even in this situation, like if you just keep, like this is fine too. Like you could play this where you just take a 4th base, and you would like 72 probes is very nice. Like look how ahead you are in eco, and this guy doesn't have mules. But you should have just got like maxed out 200 supply of like Archon, Zealot, Immoral, and just A moved him. Colossus was a huge mistake because they don't do anything against mech, and they're like such a waste of everything. But Archons would be good against Banshees. They would be good against tanks. Anything just tanky pushing. So you could have just maxed out on double forge, really good eco, and just like pushed his shit, you know. But instead, he kind of went middle of the road everything, and then this guy got to do what he wants to do, and that was a disaster. But definitely could have hit either a super early timing or just like a 4 base super fast max out timing, because this guy can't really max out on time. Yeah, that's my input. You have Robo because of Cyclones? I mean, you don't. I don't think you need Robo, but like Colossus against Cyclones are not really that great, and I don't think you need Immortals. I mean, I don't think you need Disruptors either. Disruptors are nice though. Disruptor are kind of cool because you can also get rid of Widow Mines as well. But I would say just like max out pushes on gateway, like straight up gateway units will always work if you just hit your timings. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we're done for replay analysis. It was an hour and a half of talking, so my voice is officially tired. But yeah, let's stop recording. Thanks for watching, YouTube friends.